Originally, I watched this show years ago and was blown away, but I haven't seen anyone talk about it, so I'm here to tell y'all about it. And yes, there are spoilers. Out of the many movies that do the killer app thing, I think this series does it the best. This series is like a loose fusion of Pretty Little Liars and Unfriended, and they made it work. The mystery and drama aspects are the strongest points of the series, and it pays off all the build-up in the last two episodes. Containing 8 episodes, Red Rose follows the story of a group of friends who just finished their exams and are looking forward to a fun summer, but that fun soon turns sour when two friends begin to fight and one of them ends up dead, and all that is left is an app that she tried to warn her friends about. So at a celebratory party, all the students are dancing and drinking, and here is where our protag Rochelle gets a link to an app called Red Rose. It was sent by a schoolmate named Becky Fox, but it was later revealed that she didn't. So who sent it? That's never directly answered, but by the end of the series, you'll know who. The first episode started off really well, with a lot of drama, most of which stems from Rochelle and her best friend Wren. We are given other storylines, such as Wren meeting with her father who almost destroyed her family, but we aren't given much detail of what really happened. Rochelle's family doesn't seem to be doing well financially, and this is what the app uses to hook her. So one night while babysitting the twins, the power goes out and she gets a message from the app stating that she needs 3 things: mirror, lipstick, and 3 wishes. And after thinking about it for like 3 seconds, she went into her bedroom and wrote wealth, power, and respect. Then the app sends another message stating that she should say a chant. Rose red, will these things out my head. And after repeating it 3 times, the light came back on. The series does a good job making it seem as though what she's experiencing is something supernatural, even though that isn't the case, but more on that later. At first, the app seems to be trying to make her life better, giving her new shoes and a new dress to wear to a party, and teasing being able to reunite her with her dead mother. Then the app starts trying to isolate her from her friends and make her life miserable. By the way, the app was able to open her phone, search for the camera, open it, which is how Rochelle was able to see her mom, which freaked her out, understandably. Her best friend Wren sent her a message apologizing after they had a fight, and the app changed what the message said to something that would piss her off, and Rochelle didn't respond to that message. So Wren and Rochelle were able to plan meeting up at Becky Fox's party. When Rochelle arrives, she mentions the app to Becky, but Becky says what app and walks away. Anyway, while wandering around, Rochelle gets another message from the app saying that she should kiss Noah, who is her best friend's love interest. She declines, of course, but as retaliation, the music cuts off and a video of Rochelle at the homeless shelter getting food is shown on the TV. But luckily, everyone was too distracted to notice, and then when the video came off and the music started playing again, she receives more messages from the app like, "You look great, but we know the real you, kiss Noah," and "Don't ignore me again, kiss Noah." Now Rochelle is forced to kiss Noah to protect her secret, and she does, but the thing is, there's a guy who has a video camera that is hooked up to the TV, so all Rochelle's friends and Wren see her kissing him. Then she leaves and gets another message from the app, but this time it's a video of the twins with her dead mom in it, like in the background, saying she'll look after them. After running home hysterically and searching for the twins, she looks for the ghost, which she encounters, and she low-key thinks she's being haunted, and then she makes the kids play church by wearing crucifixes and going to bed. Rochelle tries to fix things by writing a letter to Wren and leaving it at her house, and Wren reads the letter and went to meet with her so that they can, settle this. And Rochelle tries to explain what is happening, but Wren doesn't believe her and thinks she's making it up so that she doesn't have to apologize for anything that she did, and they ended up fighting, and Wren storms off and Rochelle goes back home. So the app recorded their little tussle and posted it online. By the way, the phone is completely compromised at this point. and the app keeps talking to her as her mother. This show is good at making scenes tense and a bit eerie. There are some scenes that are just straight up creepy. For example, when Rochelle goes to a church to do an exorcism and she surrounds herself with candles and play a video of a priest doing an exorcism, and she puts the phone on a podium, and as the exorcism was taking place she began seeing her mom on the camera walking towards her from behind, and her phone connected to the Bluetooth in the church, and you can hear the mother taunting her as she got closer, and Rochelle kept throwing holy water on the phone until the ghost disappeared. It was just, you would have to watch it. I am not doing it any justice. Now, at this point, Rochelle thinks she won. So she goes home and fills the tub with water and decides to take a bath, while her friends met and came to the conclusion that Rochelle is not doing well mentally, and went over to her house, but all the doors and windows were locked so they couldn't reach her. And then she posted something online stating she needs new friends. So after seeing that, they went home. Then, when Rochelle's father and the twins came back home from visiting their aunt, the father finds Rochelle dead in the bathtub. I love how we got to see the downward spiral of Rochelle's life in real time, and see how her death affects everyone around her. Seeing the friendship between her and Rem, even though it wasn't all rainbows and ponies, it gave us a reason to care about these two specifically. But allowing us to see Rochelle's life and how it crumbled really sets the tone for what's to come. I think it adds a lot more terror to the series. You just saw what the messed up things that the app made her do, and now her friends are on the chopping block, and it can only get worse from here. I just know if this IP were in the hands of the people who normally make these kinds of movies, I know that they would have Wren be the main character from the get-go, and then have Rochelle either be the stranger that the friend groups just met, or a friend that starts behaving weird and died passing on the curse to them, or something like that. So the curse, in quotation marks, does get passed on to Wren in the form of a text message from Rochelle. Wren clicks the link and is determined to get to the bottom of this, because she doesn't think it's a suicide. So the app does the same things to Wren with the goal of isolating her, but what makes this situation different from the others is that Wren is aware of Red Rose long before getting it. She kind of knows what it is, and I think it knows that and is using Rochelle to make her engage with it more. The app is aware of what's going on and uses that knowledge to sow discord and malice. It's posting stuff from her phone to make people hate her, which results in a fight. The app hides itself from people so they'll think she's crazy, and the app can realistically mimic Rochelle's voice and likeness, and they use it to taunt her. So a character that you'll see from time to time will reach out to them. Her name is Jaya, and she's probably the best character in the whole show, but that's just my biased opinion. She knew a guy named Jacob who used the app and committed suicide. She's a coder, and she was able to sort of hack the app and tells them that the app has access to everything on her phone, which we already knew, but that was just said for the sake of the characters. The series doesn't really follow the formula of these kinds of movies, because normally after Rochelle, who's the chrysalis, it would just pass to someone else in the friend group until they all die one by one, and then we'll have a final girl at the end who would beat it. I think they didn't go for that option because they're trying to show how good friendships can keep you grounded and, for the most part, out of trouble. The reason why Rochelle was easier was because she was a very troubled character, and you can tell that Wren was that good influence that kept her grounded and out of trouble, which is why they attacked the hell out of their friendship, and without that positive influence, Rochelle began to spiral. Wren, on the other hand, has her friends, and they do a good job keeping her grounded and unisolated. Let's look at the friend group real quick. You got Taz, who's cracking jokes anytime he can to cut tension, and while you can say he brings a level of unseriousness to the show, I believe that he keeps things lively so that the others don't sink further into grief, and he works well with Ashley, Their banter keeps things from getting too sad for the friend group. Anthony is the voice of reason, Ashley is like the mother of the group, and Noah is mostly just the love interest. So Jaya and the gang went to Jacob's house to get some answers, and Jaya was able to find his diary and figures out that he created Red Rose. So now the question is, who has it now? So at this point, it's clear that we're not dealing with a supernatural entity. People are behind Red Rose. Remember when I said more on that later? Well, later has arrived. Jaya gets a call from someone calling themselves Jacob and tells her that he hopes she finds everything she's looking for because Wren's time is up. Red Rose is now on everyone's phone except Jaya's, counting down to midnight, which is when Wren is supposed to die. Wren proposes an idea that they basically should quarantine themselves at Taz's house while Jaya decodes Jacob's journal. So they disconnected the Wi-Fi and shut off their phones and used burner phones to communicate. But that doesn't really work because Red Rose made a post online that Taz is having a party and a lot of people show up. And at this point, a wave of dread just washes over everyone because there is a huge amount of people barging into the house and you don't know who is Red Rose and who isn't. It can be anyone, anywhere, anytime. Chaos ensues and everyone starts hating on Wren when a video of Rochelle appears on the TV, and when she runs out, she's picked up by Simon. Who is Simon, you may be asking? Simon is the man who's dating Wren's mother, and he turned out to be affiliated with Red Rose, and he brings her to her mother's workplace, I think, under false pretenses. And I must say, it frustrated me how long it took Wren to realize that this man is kind of sketchy. It bothers me because there are so many red flags and she just doesn't see them. You mean to tell me that you need a text message to tell you that he's the bad guy? Anyway, there's a chase scene and he ends up cornering her, but he couldn't bring himself to do it and kills himself. And the episode ends with a man watching a live stream of what happened, and a woman is asking him if he's coming to bed. And I just want to point out two objects. A mug that says dad and a picture frame with him and what looks like a young girl. It's blurry so I couldn't really see properly, and I'm assuming that's his daughter. I say nothing further. After the attempt to kill Wren failed, it's been quiet and Wren thinks it's finished and Simon is Red Rose, but she is wrong. Anthony was able to get his hands on a tablet belonging to Jacob. On there are multiple video diaries of him talking about a girl he liked and Red Rose. Jaya watches them and tries to figure out the password to the Red Rose website. There's another party, and at this party, Ashley and Jaya both get attacked. But before Jaya was attacked, she was able to figure out the password and she logged into a chat room of people watching the party through a live stream. Things start getting a lot more dangerous as they've stopped tormenting them through the app and started in person. The last two episodes of the series are more eerie and unsettling. Everyone is on edge and it feels like no one is gonna come out of it alive. The first part of the last episode is where we get to see the origin of Red Rose. In a nutshell, Jacob fell for a girl named Alyssa, and after using the app to get to know her better, he confesses that he likes her and she rejects him. He then grants admin privileges to someone called the gardener who torments and kills Alyssa, and later had Jacob killed. So now we go back to the present and watch the rest of the episode play out. The two last episodes had me at the edge of my seat, dreading the end, but also excited for it at the same time. They do show a video of Rochelle being killed, not the full video, but I was tearing up, like seriously. The ending being satisfying depends on what you're looking for. Jaya deletes Red Rose and Wren kills the gardener, in quotation marks, and her father takes the fall, but the real gardener confronts Jaya. So you know that this isn't over, so basically, the bad guys won. But it appears they gave up on tormenting this friend group and targets a new guy in Tokyo with a golden rose as the logo. Red Rose is one of those TV shows that keeps you locked in from episode 1 all the way to the last. The cast of characters are really likable and they have a lot of chemistry with each other. The mystery aspect of the show really shines as you go further and further into the series, and the drama and tension building were always on point every single time. Everyone gave good performances, and I loved how we got storylines for some of the characters. Jaya is my favorite character. I honestly would have loved if we got a season 2 where we followed a different group of people as they tried to survive the maniacs behind the app, but that's not gonna happen, and I don't think it will ever happen. There are many things you can take away from this series. Don't click on random links. Investigate anything you find online thoroughly. Find people you can trust and depend on that will stand with you when there's a group of people trying to kill you. And evil people are everywhere, so don't be so trusting. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.